Journalist and photographer. She joins me now live from Athens. And Keir, we're hearing some very disturbing descriptions coming out of how bodies were found in Mati. We know 3 days of mourning have been declared. What is the feeling there in Athens?
The feeling in Athens, and really the sense in the country, is a very sombre mood, and that the country is just reeling in shock and really trying to comprehend what's happened and what's still unfolding, simply because the fire progressed so quickly and the loss of life was very, very high, and it happened very quickly.
Do we know yet what may have caused the fires? Because there are some allegations that they may have been deliberately started.
Yes, police are investigating some suspects related to possible arson, and it is the case in Greece that there are arsonists that light fires, and it's alleged over the years that these people are connected with developers and paid by developers to torch areas so that those developers can then, do something with that land. And over the years, authorities have said that they're not going to budge and change zoning because of this. It's unclear yet, though. It's too early, and it's not a good idea to jump to conclusions. However, that is part of it. The other part of it is that it's quite possible that there's a few things going on, that arson might have been part of it, and also some of the fires may have started by natural causes, because we had three very, very strong factors. One is 38 degrees heat, gale force winds, and tinder dry forests. And these woodland settlements around Attica, remember, are mostly pine forest. That's highly, highly combustible. It's like eucalyptus in Australia. It has an oil in it that just, when it catches fire, it just goes up. So that, in combination with gale force winds, meant that the fires progressed very quickly. But certainly it is suspicious that the fires were started in a few fronts. It was about 10 or 15 different little spots that they were started on 3 fronts at the same time, west of Athens and northeast of Athens, and that in itself is suspicious. So it's yet to be determined, but it looks quite possible that arson is part of this, the cause.
And what is the current situation, Keir? Are there fires still raging, and what's being done about them?
Well, the fires are being brought slowly under control, but because they're dispersed over a fairly large area, and the terrain's also quite sort of, in places, rocky and steep woodland, it's taking some time. And also the Greek authorities have appealed for some assistance with that. There are water dropping planes and other firefighters coming in from other countries. So the fires are not completely out. The main focus at the moment, as well as that, at the same time, is locating survivors. There's dozens of missing persons. It hasn't been ascertained exactly. The government hasn't released an official list of how many missing persons there are. The Greek people have taken to social media and made their own sort of lists, and also the government has asked people to register missing relatives by ringing a certain number. Some people are saying that they're being referred to other places, so that hasn't been ascertained yet, but certainly that's really added to a really horrible, horrible feeling here, because there are 80 people who were killed pretty much straight away, and we don't know how many ultimately have perished in this terrible tragedy. It just happened so quickly. It's really, the feeling is of shock here in Greece.
Yeah, it certainly is a shocking situation. Keir, thank you for bringing us up to date. Keir Mistilis there in Athens.